How's it going? Hopefully it's a better map too. Because that was crap. Don't tell me they're delayed. Are they delayed? Wow, man. What's up? How's it going? Thanks, Captain. You're awesome. First one to ever hit the 3 in a row. I'm a little worried that these are delayed. Is it by an hour? What the heck is their daylight saving schedule? They're already going back or something, or up? I mean. It's probably by an hour if they went daylight savings or whatever. What's up, Bronx? How's it going? I guess I can show what I did for these couple maps, and then try to PB on map 2. I got 3,000ths and 5,000ths away from my PB this morning already. No, they must be delayed. I don't know their daylight saving schedule. I hunted this so hard to try to get a reactor up, but if you get reactor up through that, you just can't, it stops you in the water. So annoying. Like a huge letdown. Thank you. I only really hunted these two. I love reactor maps for some reason. Won't even let me watch my own record because crap. Damn. I tried a little bit to hit the tree, get the tree zoop, but it's just ridiculous. It would send me flying like all over the place, but never towards the checkpoint. That's crazy. Week 54? This one? Damn. Nice time. I liked this map too, but I didn't get that much time to hunt this week. That week. I'm gonna guess it's an hour delayed. Reasons unknown. Yeah, you almost had world record, Bronx. He nosed ahead of him here. And Sully's a fucking legend. Thank you for following. And for some reason, I'd always crash at the end of that plastic when I was on like a PB run, which just sucked balls. Like I'd go up here nice and either hit there or I'd hit there. Or go out of that corner at the end. What? Why on Tuesday? That's not good. That's insane though. I'll be working, like, I can't even play them until later that day. So they're waiting to release them with the winter campaign then? Yes, I play on Xbox with no help from PC plugins. Try to PB this a little then. Worst map 2 in history. That's crazy though, like a delay of 1 hour is bad enough, but a delay of 2 days? That's crazy. What do you guys think of this map 2? I don't like it. Like you can see I thumbs downed it and I never do that. That's what I think too. Like the look of it and everything just feels weird. And this corner is just freaking, it's no good. I guess maybe they just don't want to take away from that viewership or whatever they're making off of that. I just fucked that up so bad. Oh, there's a new world record. Nice. It's so hard to get ahead here. I feel like everybody is just like right next to my time. Like I think the world record's a fucking 0.8 something. I even tried driving it backwards, but it's like without some crazy cut skills, it's not possible to get faster backwards. I wish it was backwards though. It's more fun to drive. Thank you. I guess apparently they're delayed until Tuesday. That's what I'm hearing. Huge letdown. That's what you want the last corner to look like, at least. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, Bronx, I think that's max. Like, for most people, I think it's max. Like, if I get ahead, and then somehow I lose at the end by 0.03 or some shit. Like, it takes a little bit of luck here at the beginning of this turn to get good grip and the right angle. It has to look something like that the first turn. In the second turn, you just want to not hop, and that's about it. Because if you do something like that, you're losing speed and touching grass. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's just gearing. Like the same line almost, but with just better gearing. Full gripping that. And probably not as much of a release there, but just lucky getting grip. Like the car cheaters or something. Robbed. And they might not be releasing too. I've dabbled with that. Like if you just do like a tire drag right here, you can go over that. It's giving me a drift though. Yeah, I was like surprised, like from my state, like Toda Hauschka and Scuffin, they started to play weekly shorts where they don't usually. But it's funny because I beat Scuffin a lot, so it seems like he's just better at hunting long maps. Toda Hauschka is always like the campaign guy for my state. Like I lost focus from that. That screws me over. The fact that they're gonna be on Tuesday. Hopped. Sub simple. I started to slightly cook your maps. I even almost beat Zuck on, well, I can beat Zuck on one of them. Can't remember which one. I beat him like many times and then crashed at the end. Because that little ramp, the one with the little ramp that bugs at the end. That I don't know. You would think they'd have to change the schedule completely to do that. Like a 1 hour delay wouldn't change the schedule, but it'd feel weird for them to cut it short. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't get, like, why? Weekly shorts are separate. Why not keep it all separate? They better be now. The anticipation is gonna be there. At least a better map too, that's all I asked for. This map is dog doo-doo. 69. I wouldn't mind this map if this corner was better and that last corner. It would be fine. But they absolutely murdered those corners. Can you explain to me what that means? The weekly shorts, apparently they're on Tuesday. Yeah. For the new campaign release, and there's TM games right now. For some reason. Couldn't tell you why. I didn't get the memo. They're delayed by two days. Yeah, it is. It really is. Oh my god. Alright, simple. Yeah, touchscreen. Nice, good shit. I almost did that 2 times this morning. I had an hour to go, supposedly, so then I was just like, well, I'll hunt this crappy map. And I got to the end and I was ahead by probably 500s. And somehow, like, I didn't have enough speed for the last stretch. Right here. And my PV passed me, like, is this fucking crazy? Nice, good shit. That's a good time. What does that put you, like, in the 600, 500? Right, jumped you 100 positions. Usually I can do good on map 2s, but this one is just like my kryptonite or something. I don't know what's going on, but sure, if you guys want to do that, sure. I might start glitching out all over the place, but this will be the name. I'll try to... It's my only choices? What the hell? I'll stick with this. I'm gonna try this one because I start glitching out so bad. Nice. Do you wish you played on PC? I might change someday just to have the plugins, honestly, because, well, that and the frame rates and all that kind of stuff, because I'm kind of tired of like losing just because of that. I feel like that's all the only reason I'm held back. I'll put it on map 2 right away. Damn, you're already in here, dude. So sad on the weekly shorts, man. Like that has to cause an uproar. And for this to be an awesome duck map, it's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not bugging out yet. Tried to do this on last week and I was trying to play the map 5 and I was just bouncing around the map like I don't even know what's going on. In case anybody missed it, it's Monho, MONHO 58. The room. The hop, dude, that hop gets me every time. If you do it just right, you can cancel out that hop and not get a hop. Like that's the key, I think. I've done that a million times. I just wish you could cut this map and make it so much more enjoyable. Don't have to cut. Maybe if you could bounce off of this or some shit. Again? Oh my gosh. Nice. Good shit, dude. I feel like I can. That's why I was hunting it this morning, but I just got robbed every time. Like, I've tried so many variations of this. I did have one where I was like 0.1 ahead, but I lost it somehow. I think I touched the grass. I was 0.1 ahead and touched the grass right there. It's heartbreaking. Wow. I think it's a bigger release. Like, I don't like releasing, so I always do like too small of a release on this map. Oh man. Oh man. The first turn felt good without the hop. This game, ugh. You got a huge PB, goddamn. Always lose the speed there at the end. You have to be freaking perfect, dude. You mind if I watch your run? The hell? You're doing a huge release there, huh? I think that's all I'm missing. I just keep doing small release. I saw a really good one there. Like, I've tried that same thing, honestly, a couple times, but without releasing, I just dragged the tires. I do the same thing though, like I'm not very consistent because of that. I'm just always trying something new. It's definitely like a precision release map though. Whoa, that felt nice. And I threw it. Fuck. That was a beautiful little drift there. See if I can get that again. Again, Jesus. Cooking, dude. I always just mess it up at the end somehow. That's how I felt too, but I'm like stuck. But by watching you, I'm sure you couldn't do it. You got top 4 on that other map, so goddamn. Just weird, like I can full release almost the whole corner and still be like right behind my PB. That bothers me. I thought for sure you wanted to like ride the plastic wall on that last corner. Like this. But I think I'm slower by doing that. How am I ahead of you there? Yeah, so you're taking the last corner much better. I must not want to go so tight. Maybe that's what it is. You want to like do a slide out into that dip and then accelerate out of it. That's where I'm like going through the dip, sliding. Oh, it's on YouTube? Oh, fire. It's fire. You put it on YouTube? Nice. I'll probably do that at some point. Oh, Carter put it? No. That's typical. He's always putting everyone else's freaking time up there. Please, please. This game, bro. Yeah, he does. I know. He didn't start out that way, but yeah. It's just for content. If he can't get a good run, then he grabs somebody else's. Unfortunately, I don't really think that highly of doing that, so I don't do it myself. Unless somebody asks me to put their time up. He becomes like a commentator. Yeah, I know. How bogus is that, Squishy? Very, very bad news. I was excited to not have to play this map anymore. I know. That's what I said too. Look at me. I got a thumbs down on here and I never do that. I never put a thumbs down unless it's genuinely garbage map. I'm disappointed in Awesome Duck for this map, dude. I like this week. I like this week overall, but just not this map. The other maps are good. Like the full speed one is a little weird. Yeah, I would say it is above average for sure. But it really depends on what you like. Like I love hunting cuts. I like to punish myself by hunting cuts that are like near impossible to get. It just depends on your play style or what you like to play. But like if this map had a cut, I would love it. But because it doesn't and it's straightforward precision, I don't like that. Like that's part of the magic of this game, is that you can shortcut and do cool tricks, you know what I mean? That's what brought me to this game. Fucking touch the grass, bro. Yeah, chess, it's on Tuesday. Unfortunately, there's a lot going on for them. Apparently, they couldn't handle releasing the shorts on time. Maybe it would somehow lose them revenue or something, or take away from the TM Games viewership. That's what I think too, yeah. I almost switched my controls to use my arrows on my controller. You probably got similar to what I got the one time, and then I hit the grass. I'm beating you to the first checkpoint, so I mean I know my starts are decent, but I just can't get the second part of the map. Nice. You got 2 days, so I bet you can do it. Like I had a start where I just got a perfect little hop and then just freaking like perfect little like I've had one where I went up on 2 tires and it was super good. I've had one where I went like straight, I got a nice little hop and went straight through here somehow without losing grip, and I was like 0.1 ahead. But I'm usually just losing all my speed at the last corner. What's up? No, I'm not gonna bother changing the title, but no. There is no 59 until Tuesday. I didn't know that. How's it going though? It's not till Tuesday, the weekly shorts. Yeah. How crappy is that? Thank you for the follow, Bronx. I'll see you later, bro. Thanks for passing by. Finally, dude. Holy shit. That took an age. My start was bad. Fuck. I guess my start wasn't bad. I did the right start. Have I figured it out? Let's see. Probably just got lucky. At least it was bigger than my other two Bs would have been. That's nice. But hey, I mean, like, if they're gonna make the weekly shorts 9 days long, they should at least release the records today. Wouldn't you think? Like, it would only be fair. Like, give us something. I only went up one position for my state. Insane. Wonder if it is a variation of that, like a tire drag. It's a wider corner after that. Well, shit, I'll probably go hunt the Zoop map then. In a minute. Grass. Huge leg. For real though, they should at least have released the records. For you guys' viewing pleasure. Yeah, imagine. Maybe we should just stick to the normal route. Holy moly. Hope you guys like brain rot. What a bummer, dude. No, unfortunately, they're not until Tuesday. Longest delay in history. Kind of just leaving my title so I can let everyone know. For Trackmania games in the winter campaign release. Which I had no idea about till this morning. Very unfortunate. The least they could do is release the records so that we can see what's going on these maps. Yeah. Huge bummer for me. Thank you. Thanks for passing by. Pole dancing. Had to look real hard at the tree for a minute. Very much more enjoyable map 3. tracking. What's up, Bobby? I'm sure you've heard the news. Good morning. I never go in the right direction. Yeah, it's not until Tuesday for some BS reasons. Yeah, if you make shorts. I would be down to trying them out. I just don't get why they had to delay them like so much. Like, that's insane. It's almost a week and a half of the same maps now. That was good. That was bad. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Give me something to do with my time. Extra time here. Apparently it's because the winter campaign releases on Tuesday and then Trackmania games are going on right now, and my only guess to that is that they don't want to take away from attention on that. Because anyone that's giving that attention will go start playing the shorts. Which is a weird monopoly there of time. But because I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't care about Trackmania games. Maybe they know that. That was probably my closest one yet. Just the name, right? Exactly, that's how I feel too. I think that they're gonna get a lot of mixed feedback from doing that within the next 24 hours. Like I said earlier, like they should have at least release the records so that we can see what's going on, and like it adds to the maps if they're gonna force us to play them in 2 extra days. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of not. It really isn't fair. That's funny. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe they'll just drop them tomorrow. After they get a bunch of people blowing up on them. But who knows? Or like at least get better at like letting people know, like there should be a massive like notification on the home screen that pops up and tells you that like in advance for all the people that literally plan this, like plan to play the shorts, you know. And instead they just have to be let down. Exactly, yeah. Like, you know, on this one, they're just bouncing off the tree, but regardless, like, to see them do it and be able to, like, try to copy them for the people who haven't seen that. Or, like, the map 2 line. I would have loved to see the map 2 world record line, but I guess the top 3 is up on YouTube, so. The other maps I don't care that much about, like, map 3, I'm like top 80 or something. Like, if it's not a crazy flight or something, I'm pretty sure I have the line. Yeah, right. I finally PB'd map 2 today by 0.012. After trying and trying and trying, like I spent probably the most time on that dang map. Very disappointed in Awesome Duck for making it, to be honest. May he never make a map like that again, how dare him. His maps are always like sick. It's the first one I've ever seen where I was like, the fuck is this? That was good. No, you bastard. Yeah, I know. That took me from, I was top 700 all the way to top 500, which I'm leaving it probably. I was hunting with another dude who just PB'd like 5 times in a row while I couldn't do it. But he got all the way to like top 250, which for that map is pretty impressive. Yeah, that last zoop was too good. Got too good of a zoop. It's really hard to control. I don't get the tree bounce, because every time I get the good tree, like a good tree bounce, it sends me just freaking flying like in the wrong direction completely. It takes so much luck. That's pretty much the start I'm always trying to get. That's why I'm always full risking this freaking pillar and hitting it. Like, that's the line you want though for the tree. What if I accidentally venture off into that line and just go for the tree, but it takes so much luck to hit the tree right. You want to hit like the center of the nose of your car on it, on the top of the tree. You need the speed and the like exact line to hit the tree. Insane. Yeah, he was. He was like a .06 PV or something. I only got a .012. And it was after he left. He left and like 2 seconds later I got the PV finally. It's funny how that works. I'm gonna go mess around with this one a bit. I gotta beat Turtled here. I got 2 days now to do it. Yeah, I'm only top 91 now. Still a sick run though. And I tried forever to get a reactor up right there, but every time I do, it just cancels. It like stops you in the water. It's so like ridiculously lame. Like you would think that with reactor up, you just go shooting across the water there and zoop up to the finish, but nope. Exactly, yeah. I made it through the checkpoint, but I was flying upside down, like with no way to to aim for the fin. But I think that was some hunting here. I could beat Turtle at least. Unless he somehow zoops, like gets a reactor up and flies without touching the water. I have to get used to this map again. The posts are so narrow to avoid. So it's you don't want to air brake. You don't want to air brake, release a tiny bit, and not full throttle like at first. You want to enter straight as well. If you enter a little crooked, you can't get grip. So essentially you just, like for me, I do like a little tap in the air, like full release tap, and then you can drive in the water like that. But if you go in like a tiny bit crooked like this, you're just gonna slide. So I go like this, and then I kind of counter steer and release, and then you can full grip inside the water. Essentially you want to dive into the water. Does that make sense? You don't want to air brake or anything like that. That's what I was doing at first. But I'm just sad that you can't get reactor up and like actually get a good flight to the fin. Make the map a little more fun, but it's still cool. Like I'd much rather drive this than map 2. Even though I bounce off the pillar like every time. Or even like with the other route, there's a fucking zoop right here. If you could hit it just right, you could fly like just straight almost into the fin. But very hard. I'm sure some people did it, but it's just hard to do. I'm glad I could help someone. I always lose traction there too. You need a good, like, you want to like shoot straight, like in the right direction through that. And I kind of wait a second and then just full steer. Like if you wait, you'll get used to waiting the right enough, like right amount of time. And that usually puts you going straight. Like you want to go straight through those pillars, obviously. See, I slid out there. You would kind of want to go straight, if not just a tiny bit angled. Where if you enter the water and you turn right away, you're going to hit that post, or you're going to be coming up here diagonal like this, and it's not going to work. Always hitting that shit. I even dabbled a little, like if you go off a little crooked in the other direction and like get your back tire to tap this post to kick you over. That could be fast, but you'd have to barely graze it. Because then you could like full speed and then tap that and get the bug side. If I see the world record do that, I'm going to be very sad. That's what I did at first too. You'll get it though, like once you figure out this turn. Like I was regularly getting it, I think it was the day before yesterday. I PB'd like a few times. Then out right now, I'm just hitting that freaking pillar. Or you can go like straight through here for more speed. But then it's more difficult, you have to release more to make the turn. Sick, I appreciate that, dude. I've made it through there with like a 0.2 head, like a 0.2 lead. If you just full throttle through there, but then you overshoot the freaking, you overshoot the bug slide. Or you hit the roof. And that stops you. Like if you get it up, no, I didn't do it there. But you hit the water and it just stops you dead. Like I don't understand that at all. Like, you should definitely go flying across the water, but I don't know. I had it happen like 3 times. I was a little crooked there, still slid out. I do feel like though, like if you just max speed this corner and then you hit that like graze it, would be a good time. Yeah, it is. I imagine some dude too jumping through here and going through this gap somehow. I'm gonna be looking at all the freaking top times to see like if anybody got it. Then you could maybe hit that reactor and like do one of those flip arounds and fly to the fin. It's only a tap too at the end of that ramp. Just a little tap. Or you'll over rotate. If I hadn't hit there, that could have been good. Like that. Like that. If you did that and landed right, that would be pretty fast, I think. But that's just like pure luck. Straight up pure luck. Yeah, those pillars though, man. Yeah, under rotated. I know what you mean. I did a similar thing. I found the game like during the last khaki, because I saw the last khaki like content, that and Virtual's weekly short stuff and that kind of stuff he was doing at the time, and was just like, I would love this, like, so I tried it out, and of course like the price of the game drew me in because it's free to play, and then me and my wife also would play it together. Until I got so competitive that she kind of didn't want to play anymore. But same thing, my daughter's 8 and she likes to play as well, if I let her. And that was just my own kind of thing, especially because I started trying to stream it. But I noticed like once I started getting like top 20 world, top 50 world, like that kind of stuff, I was like, maybe I can stream this game, you know what I mean? Nice. Yeah, she would pretty much play against my ghost. Like, I'd play the map first and she'd be playing against my ghost, and I think it just kind of, I don't know, it turned her off to the game. Or she'd play and then I would just immediately beat her time. It is what it is. Maybe I'll be able to get them back into it again someday. Hopefully. I got 4 kids though. I have 2 twin boys and 2 girls. The twin boys just turned 1. That's why sometimes I just don't have enough time to hunt. Like some guys will just nerd out on here for days and days and I can't. Thank you for believing in me, man. It takes time to blow up, but I haven't been doing this for even a year, so. I started streaming like, I don't know, like 5 months after I started playing. And I was like streaming at all. Like I wish I had started streaming back in the Call of Duty days I had. Because the kind of stuff I would do, like I would have a big following from that already. It's really unfortunate. I didn't have good enough internet at the time. But even lagging, like I'd just be quick scoping the shit out of everyone. Maybe someday I'll go back to venturing around. Like I have the new Black Ops, I haven't even touched it. Besides zombies a couple times. Thanks, man. The best part is that I have red hair and they all got red hair, every one of them. It's like magic. I was gaining for a second. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Like, I kind of feel that way a little bit, but you never know. There's so many big guys out there. But like AR Down, he seems to like me. He raids me. He's raided me a few times. Like I'd only been streaming a couple days and he raided me with like 150 people and I like almost had a heart attack. Holy shit, what do I do? Just need to keep pushing content out there. Like even if I don't get a really good time, I should just push my content out there. That's what I'm kind of failing at. A little bit of that is I've been addicted to One Piece. I'm like binge watching One Piece all the time. Yeah, he is. I like his vibes. Like always listening to like soft jazz and shit. Like that's just sick. Playing this game and driving hella fast to the jazz. Like it's just, I don't know. Gets me laughing. And he's so soft spoken. Like I like him a lot. $50-50. Always smack that. That's cool. Well, we got a couple more days, so I'll probably post my run from this at least. I thought I was like, if it gets to be like Friday, Saturday, I don't really try to post my run anymore because I feel like it's the end, you know, but it's not the end this week. Maybe people will still like to watch it. I'm like not getting a react to my flick there. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so I do base my base streaming from Twitch, and then I recently, like in the last, I don't know, a couple of months, I started to dual stream onto YouTube and TikTok as well. Like I have whenever I post something, I post it to TikTok first, because YouTube is just kind of a monopoly with the shorts. So like if I try to post too much on YouTube, they'll just ban my shorts from the stream, like from the feed. And so once they started doing that at first, because like if you don't have a huge following on YouTube, they just limit your progress on YouTube completely because they give it to the people who have more followers. That makes sense, and more subs. So when they started doing that, I made a TikTok, and like no matter what I do, I can post as many as on TikTok as I want, and they won't do that to me. Kind of made me value them more as a platform, but at the same time I hate TikTok, so but yeah, it's just kind of lame. But like if I reach, let's say like 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever someday subs on YouTube, then I can post as many as I want, and they won't do that to me. That's why people like Carta, he can post like 5 videos in a day and not get shadow banned like me. Damn. Yeah, I found that I can get like around 2,000 views easily on TikTok. And through streams, I think it's easier to make money as long as you are fully invested into the platform. Like I don't know enough about the platform yet, so I need maybe somebody that knows a lot about it to come and give me some tips and like what to do. Because I just post my stuff when I'm streaming. I have no way of even knowing if someone's talking to me on TikTok because I just don't have it figured out. But at least on YouTube, like the platform I use called OBS, like it can integrate those in with the chats, but it doesn't do it with TikTok for some reason. I don't know why. But hopefully someday they'll change that. Yeah, I had one that's got almost 4,000. I think it was that tube map. I forget what it was called. Slime Climb. That one got almost 4,000. As we're on YouTube, like I'm lucky to hit 2,000. I only have a few from YouTube that hit 2,000. Like on average, I can get like over 1,000, around 1,000 to 1,500 from YouTube. As we're on TikTok, the same video will go up over 2,000. Like literally the same video. So obviously they get more viewership. The platform took over the world. super precise though, this corner. You also kind of like, I find myself releasing almost that entire airtime there, because I enter with too much speed. It's too wide. I want to catch the reactor up to show someone like what happens, because it's like, I don't understand. It bugs when you hit the water. On TikTok, I'm only at 71, I think. It's followers for TikTok. On YouTube, I'm pretty much tied with my followers here. Like, if I get a follower here, I'll get like a sub there, almost the same time kind of deal. So it just has kind of stayed at the same. I see, yeah. I haven't made it that far. Maybe someday. I get a lot of profile views, but not followers. I don't know why. People are kind of stingy with the follows on there. A little too much air. Oh shit. Lost it. That too, when you go through here, be ready to freaking correct and go straight. If you did what I just did, you're gonna lose a lot of time. I've lost a lot of PBs doing that. I wouldn't be surprised though if like the world record he clips that post and then he gets reactor up probably and clips a post so that he just starts zooping across, like doesn't even touch the water, which is insane, but it's very possible. Because like I said, you touch the water and it just halts you, like dead stop. I don't understand why. Like that. You see what it did? See if I can do it again. Can't even get the freaking bug side now. Like, I don't get why you don't actually zoom. Like, when you touch the water, it just stops you for some reason. Could have been a good time. Yeah. I know what he means. That's how it is. Like, I have a lot of usual people that'll come and view. Sometimes comment, and even if I ask, they just won't follow. That is what it is. Like, you can't beg them. But I mean, all I can hope is that I'm helping them in some way, because ultimately that's my goal. Like, I like to help and teach people a lot. And if it gets me somewhere, then it does. But I can't compete with Wordy. The Wordy God. Dude's out there going on vacations to Italy and shit, paid by this game. That's insane. Let's analyze it. I think it's just plastic, honestly. But I think that what's happening is because, like, the same idea as the skip. Like, when you get the skip, like, you enter the water not straight, and it gives you a skip, or like a bounce. I think it's doing the same principle, but with your reactor up. So you get like a bounce, and you have a reactor up, so it just stops you. If that makes sense. So I mean, in theory, you could actually zoop across it if you don't, like, if you entered straight, maybe, like, just right. But I don't know, it's a little confusing. I would say it's pretty much a bug. No, it's way too high. Anyways. Good? No. I keep regressing to my old, like, strat that I had. I don't know, maybe it's better to release more before the ramp, and then you don't have to release in the air. Like, enter faster and then just full release the 2 turn. But I don't know. I was like completely crooked when I did it, when I entered it, but I've had runs where if it had not done that, I would have zooped straight across and had a hella fast time, like sub 12 easily. But both times it just stopped me. Like, I dipped into the water and hopped up out and stopped. And I was like, the hell? I was so excited when it gave me the up, and then it stops me. It's like major buzzkill. Dang. Yeah, same principle as the first turn. You can enter like hella crooked into that water as long as you're straight. And then turn sharp to correct. So it's kind of better to just save yourself and go like far left when you get in there. And then just correct. Especially because you have the reactor. How did you do this week? Is there any other map you want to see my run on? Oh, something like that could be worth trying. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's only because I hunted the shit out of it. Honestly, I got my first run. I had had a couple beers. I don't usually drink, but I had a couple beers and then saw the run and was like, I need to go try it. And I went and tried it and I got it after a little bit. But it was like a 0.5. Oh, see. Stopped. I don't get it, dude. And then it won't give it to me again. Right there, I was going hella slow. Stopped. I want to see if there's like any way to avoid stopping. No. It's so weird, like it just stops and stops. Definitely the water physics reactor and water physics just not getting along there. I hit the post. Oh shit. Oh. I'm no Giuliano though, that's for sure. That dude's an alien. Like I would almost go to say that he could be using like some scripts and shit because he's so consistent. Like pretty insane. Or maybe it's just a keyboard thing, like I don't know. All I know is that on Xbox it's hard, like super hard to be consistent. Or maybe just using a controller, let's say. Breakdancing. The same for me, I'm top like 700 and something. I'll show you my run. You're probably better than me. I mean, it's a decent map 4, but it's not really full speed, it's more techy. Yeah, me neither. Like, I would almost go to say, like, he has downs or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, he's a savant. But yeah, like, a quick right left, I think, is probably maybe gonna help you right there. And then staying straight and going wide and wide and wide. And then tight right here. And very close to that pillar. And then not up onto the dirt all the way. That's all there is to it. Like, the rest is SDs, which I don't do well on controller. Well, I don't do well at all anyways, no matter what I do. It's like very tight though to do at the end, like that's why I feel like it's more tech, like this is like a speed tech map. And I graze that post. I'm glad I could help a little bit. My time isn't that great, but I feel like everybody's pretty close to what I'm doing. But the quicker you can get that right left in the beginning, the quicker you'll be to start. And then if you enter like kinda straight into the second part, like right here, kinda straight, I turn a little too early. But you know, like sometimes the car will kinda like dip into a downhill. You wanna do that on every downhill. That's all there is really to this map. I cannot PB for the life of me anymore. This is my worst map like in a long time. Try this just a little longer. Almost tired of this map. Yeah, you always want to minimize air. I mean, that's a big part of the game. Always minimizing air time. Unless you're going over sand. Turned way too late. Turned too much that time. Yeah, I'm his top competitor pretty much. He told me himself, which was, I took it as a huge compliment because he is kind of the same. He's like a prodigy. Dude's in high school still. But I think he also has a lot more time than me, and he focuses one map at a time, like just full focus is one map. Like he won't even play maps with any kind of a zoop cut or anything like that. So I always beat him there. Like map 1, map 2, map 4, always he'll be beating me if he hunts it. But like at the same time, he won't stream or post anything about what he's doing, so I'm kind of skeptical about that, just to say. But yeah. Like if he plays, he's always number 1 and I'm number 2. Like this is how it goes. I just take that as me being number 1 because yeah, I'm not in the same league. But I feel like I could be if I just would switch to PC. Someday I'll get a PC or something and switch. And who knows what'll happen. When I can see my PBs freaking trail and see my SDs and all that kind of stuff. See my speed diff. Like that's huge. Being able to see your speed diff alone. Someday. I have a gaming laptop, I'm just not sure if it would be worth it to switch onto that. But who knows, maybe I'm robbing myself. Maybe I'll give it a try. Like somewhat soon. Yeah. That's just for this region though. He gets into the top 5 in the world like all the time, so. But for Washington, my region, I'm just his top competitor, yeah. As long as I have enough time to hunt like him. He has like 800 followers or something, 800 something followers. I'm at like 136 now, I think. Yeah, all those things, dude. I wish they would change that, but I think it's just all comes from plugins and shit. Like, it's not actually a part of the game, it's integrated in from plugins. Like, maybe there's a way to do it with console, but I'm not that tech savvy. Like, I couldn't hack my shit. Maybe learn how, but that's probably it, honestly. If you tap like if you get a super nose down and you get that kind of a bug slide, you know, it's faster to get a nose down. I think that combined with the reactor up, that would be super, like, crazy. Shit. But I feel like Turtle, he's beating me barely on this map. I don't know how. I'm top 91 and he's beating me by barely, like maybe thousandths. This sucks balls. Like, I thought for sure I had beaten him on my last PB. Hell no, plenty. I still saw it. I'm not even there. I haven't been playing long enough, probably. Last time I saw I was top 8K. And I'm still like sitting at top 25 for Washington, and I think it's just because I focus shorts. Like, if I went and played hella maps out there, like, if I went through the campaigns and just started like hunting them, the old ones, oh, I'd probably be able to get like up to top 2, probably. But it's hard to say because there's a lot of there's good players that don't play the shorts. Like, all over the place. I wish it was fast to do that. Like, get a weird bounce and catch that checkpoint and then take that booster across. Earlier, I just left it so that people could join and ask, you know, like, where the shorts are, and then I can let them know that they're delayed. But I found out like 9:10ish for me, like 10 minutes after they were supposed to come out. That sucks. That sucks, Bobby. I had like somewhat similar things happen to me, but I wasn't the one that got sick. My father-in-law broke his back in my house, and so that took took away a lot of time and a couple other things. Just I got sick for like a month, but I didn't go to the hospital. Yeah, he decided to swan dive down my stairs. He's doing good. He's moving and walking and everything. He got lucky, really lucky. He fractured his neck and his back. So he's still got a neck brace, but he's walking and everything. Like super, super lucky. Like that could have been it, you know what I mean? But yeah, Bobby, I've tried a couple times to do that, but I'm always working, you know what I mean? Like during the main times. That and my family and everything, I just don't have the time, like at the right time, if that makes sense. I always have time, like I spend late nights or early in the morning, that kind of stuff. But today I could have definitely done it, but yeah. I'm a little sidetracked hunting. No, he isn't at all. Like super lucky. Yeah, it is. I was very relieved. Like I can't imagine what it would be like. Wish it wouldn't stop me there, dude. Come on, man. You did have to have surgery and have him like screwed together. There's like massive scar on his back now. Yeah, everything that entailed, it took me away for a few weeks from the game, like a lot. And then of course I got sick like around the same time. I got sick for a month straight. One thing after another. I wonder if he could zoop off of that. Sometimes I run into it on purpose. But I seem to do good when I play ranked. That's why I have ranked in my title. Sometimes I go and dabble in that. But I've just barely started. That and track of the day. Just need to get the hang of like that schedule. Like maybe write it down or something, I don't even know. What's up, Cliff? How's it going? I know I can improve, that's why I'm sitting here doing this, but there's like so many ways to improve. Like if you can catch the reactor up and somehow not touch the water, that would be huge. So you're sub 12? Is that what you're saying? That's crazy, dude. And is that with reactor down? That's nuts. Nice time, dude. Have you seen what happens when you get reactor up? It's like super lame. That's pretty good, Bobby. Sorry, my auto scroll doesn't work for some reason. Sometimes on the multi-chat, I have to scroll manually. Yeah, I've gotten a really good split right here. Like 0.2 right there, I hit the roof, I think. But I got one where I was 0.2 ahead and I actually did what I just did right there and hit the roof. Because I was going too fast. And like the harder I push it, the more often I smack into the freaking posts. Yeah, that's nuts. That's 0.2. That's like the 0.2 that I had without hitting. I pretty much get around a 6 flat, if not a little above. That's crazy. How do you even get that split? You must not. Do you release? You have to release, yeah? A little bit. Damn. How, dude? You go fucking hella wide over here? That's crazy. Yeah, you can send a link in here. My auto scroll finally started working. It's weird. Can't imagine not releasing this and making the turn. And you air brake. That's insane. How do you not skip? That's super weird. What the fuck? That's weird, dude. No worry. Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for the kind words, man. Good luck hunting. I would have never guessed you could air brake this because every time I did it, it would just skip me out. Like that. That makes sense. It doesn't, but it does. Thank you, Bobby. Have a nice day, man. That's so weird. I think you get a bug, dude. It's like it's always doing that. That's nuts. I can't even make the corner like that. It's so weird. Or I skip. That's nuts. I mean, unless it's clipped and out there, it might just be bugged, honestly. Like, I don't even understand. That's crazy though. Like, I always just skip out like that. Does that not happen to you all the time? Yeah, it's crazy. Happens to me like 90% of the time. Or I just don't make the corner sliding. For it to give that traction is super crazy. I think your line though at the end, like at the end you lose a little bit of speed, so you could probably PB if you just get the same run again and go straight. That might be enough for your top 5. Yeah, I've done the same thing and lost so many PBs from that alone. It's irritating a little bit. That or catching reactor up and then just halting in the water like freaking you hit a wall. Like, what if you could do that and fly into the fin? I don't understand it. Crazy. Something like that, I guess. It's still so hard to make the corner. Nuts. It's pretty close. I cannot make the corner without releasing. Nice. I've never had that happen for me. I'm always legitimately beaten. By turtle. Nice, that's funny. I almost got a bugged time the other day. I ran a server so people could play with me, and Riolo fan joined, and because he plays from like New Zealand or something, it made me start glitching out all over the map. Like I thought for sure I was about to get a bugged time. I was like glitching into warp speed, glitching into slow speed, glitching like my car was glitching around all over the place. It was crazy. Yeah, that's good though. It's a good time. I only had that happen on the map 3 like a few months ago. That's so puzzling. How do you enter the water turning? Rally plastic map. Do you know what week it was? It might have been a little before I started focusing on shorts. Oh yeah, slime climb. Yeah, I got top 20 or something there.
Oh yeah, I lost a lot in the end. Okay. Yeah, what?
I did good there. I have videos too on that map. They're like top 22 or something like that. I actually really like maps like that. It was a good map. That and the One Piece one, because I'm like binge watching One Piece. I did like the same. I think I ended like top 40 though. But like the map a few weeks ago, not a few weeks ago, a few months ago I think it was. The one where you have to like jump up the trellis. Like you cut it's a like a no checkpoint map and you cut like right through the middle of the map. I got like top 12 there. And in the one, it was also a rally car, but it was like a multi-car one. In the end, you get like desert car or something, and I zooped hella good into the fin at the end. I got like top 10. Those are actually my best maps I've got so far. It's always weird maps like that I get good. Pretty much the same for me. I haven't really got one into the top 10 at end of the week there. It always gets beaten down into like top 11 or some shit. But yeah, the rest are like 20s, 50s, stuff like that. I would say so, because it's very hard to get the line you got. Like, you enter the water turning. Like, that's, I think it's a bug in itself. Like, you entered the water turning and it gave you instant grip. Like this, where everybody else is gonna slide. Or bounce. Like, as you can see, I can try this probably 100 times and not get that to happen. Like, almost no matter how I do it. I'm always just skipping out of there. Super crazy. Like, I feel like I have a better chance if I don't air brake. That's nuts. England's got some badass players on it. Nice. It seems like that happens a lot, but yeah. Like, I have a better chance of improving without air braking. It's crazy. Just have to make it give me the instant grip. Like that. It's like really rare. And a release. Hmm. Honestly, crazy that you made it through there with that angle. You almost hit that post and still make it through. That's nuts. Damn. I just keep skipping or sliding. It's crazy. Kind of the same for me, but it takes hunting, you know what I mean? Like maps with a cut, that kind of stuff. Oh shit. Can you imagine if that worked? Holy moly. Exactly. Well, that and landing in the water and getting grip good. You might honestly graze the roof when you go through there, and that saves you. Yeah, I can only get an instant turn if I don't air brake. Which tells me I could probably PB doing that. Just have to make that post like you did. Not slide, obviously. Yeah, I probably have a lot more than that. There's no way for me to see. Or I mean, maybe it's about the same, honestly. Today I'm putting a lot more time into it, but... Yeah, I can make it there quicker, I just always hit the dang post. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. They gave us 2 extra days though, at least. That's crazy, dude. Crazy good time. Thanks for the follow, Glyph. exactly it. If I try to do your line, I hit that post like every time. Like an instant steer where I land, I always hit the post. So it's just crazy. Yeah. A lot of this game is RNG. That and bouncing off trees. I just want to see it do what you did one time though. I don't understand. It will not turn. Does that? That was close, but I released. This only way is releasing for me. Okay. The jump after the ramp or the jump after the booster? That makes a lot more sense. Like that. I see. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I thought you meant like you don't release at all, so I was just sitting here fucking full speeding that. Bouncing. Still bounce sometimes though. It's like that, but you make the corner, of course. think I'm just turning way too tight. I grazed it. I can't see my speed because of the angle of the car at that moment. I think without an air brake, it's more consistent for me. When I make the corner, I just didn't realize you could do it like so aggressively at all. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Saves hella time for me because I thought you had to go like enter the water very straight and with the nose down. Which I still might stick with the nose down just because I can't get it consistently the other way. And I can still gain a lot with the line if I just do the nose down a little bit. Much more consistent for me. But that angle is like freaking nuts that you made it through. Imagine a flight like that. I think it would, I mean, that could be the world record. The guy that's in the first. Unless it's bugged. Yeah. That figures it would end up being slow, like slow with flying through the air. Over rotated. That was pretty close. That was close. I just always hit the freaking post. Damn, yeah, you had to go so far out in the round. But if you could fly straight, maybe it could be quicker if you got the reactor up, but I don't know. Yeah, fuck that. Even getting that to happen is like, I don't know, 1 in 500 tries or something. Even getting the normal route to happen successfully is hard as hell. Exactly. Always touching the post. Still super bummed about the shorts, dude. I always look forward to this. They robbed me of my joy. Yeah, that's kind of lame. That and I won't get to be here for the release. I'm have to work. Yeah. I'll probably stream a late discovery on Tuesday when they come out. I usually try to stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then on the weekends. But it just all depends on my time. Like if I have time, sometimes I have to stream on Wednesday instead, or yeah. All you know is that if I stream on Friday, nobody comes because everybody's out doing stuff. I've kind of cut off from doing that. Damn. The dang post. That post wasn't there. They were a little wider. So much more easy. And so many runs, 0.2s, dude. There's a fat gain there, but hit the post. That shit, did you see that? You get an up, it just stops you in the water. I don't understand that shit. If I had gotten it down, it would have been PB. Without hitting the post. Or almost a tie. Bastard. Of course I didn't turn. The hell's my turn at? Alright, that's it for me. Thanks for coming, dude. Thanks for sharing clips. I will see you next time. And thanks for the sub, Captain, if you're still there. Appreciate it.